my friend, he's going to some Marines. He literally just left for training yesterday, and he and me were talking, and he's like, I told him I wanted to go into the Army, and he's just like, you know what the Army is? The training that Rangers have to go through. I'm like, yeah, and he's like, every single Marine has to do that. And then one of my other friends made the joke that Marines do a lot more than what the Army does.
Okay, granted, check it out
They
real
do.
quick before you continue any further. Yes, Marines get Ranger training in their basic training, right?
Yeah.
But they do not do Ranger school. Don't let them confuse you. Ranger school is way longer than Marine basic training.
Anyway,
Marines,
Navy SEALs are the badasses out of everybody.
Marines, they get badass training in their basic training. Don't get me wrong; they're better trained than Army soldiers are right out of basic. But basic ain't shit, man. When you get into the regular Army, you're gonna get completely different training. Like Marines talking about their training, like regular Marine infantry, they talk a lot of shit because they know that they get Ranger training, but they do not get the full scope of it. 95% of your Army have the opportunity to go for that way more badass shit. And this is what pisses me off about Marines. Like, okay, your basic Marine that first comes into the military, yes, he's more badass than the Army guy. But you give the Army guy 4 years of training against the Marine, I guarantee you the Army guy's better.
Nice.
Because
enjoy
we
it.
get way more money than they do for our schools. Like for instance, when I was in Afghanistan and Iraq, all of my weaponry and all of my armor was way more advanced than Marines. When I was in Manas, Kyrgyzstan, coming back from Afghanistan, Marines were looking at us like Manas, Kyrgyzstan is a staging point for people going into RC West in Afghanistan. When we were going there, there were Marines that were there, and they saw our gear, and they were like, "Where did you guys get those weapons and that gear at?" And we're like, "This is normal issue for us." And they're like, "What?" Because we get all that training, we get all that extra stuff as time goes on. You know, Marines, they just stick to their basic shit, basic survival.
Yeah, the
Check
one
it.
thing that I really like about I need to write your name down. That way I remember in the future who you are. That way I can talk to you more. Because you remind me of my uncle. It's kind of cool. Like he's gone through 8 years of military, and he's military police in Hawaii right now because he got deployed in Afghanistan and in Iraq, came back after his tours, and then they put him in military police. So he knows his fair share. He's killed people. And he's still fine. Like he's not like one of those guys that's going to come back and claim like I'm stressed over a war or something like that.
PTSD, yeah.
Yeah, like I think to be completely honest, I hope this doesn't offend you. I think that's bullshit. I don't really think anyone should be that fucked up
Depends,
unless something
dude.
happens in their face.
There's some crazy shit that
let me
goes down,
correct you
man.
real quick. As a military member, there are some soldiers that experience some shit that's pretty crazy. I would say 80% of them do not. They don't, you know, and a lot of people are claiming it as a lie. But there are some soldiers out there, man, that really have dealt with some crazy shit, man. I'm telling you.
Well, yeah, I can understand people dealing with crazy shit, like certain people, but it's like it feels like that most of the people that come back from a war are like, oh my
Especially,
God, there's something
dude,
wrong with me.
In Vietnam, they were killing like women and children. That's some fucking hardcore shit that like it's really
Yeah.
hard to recover from.
Dude, I'll tell you right now. In my deployment to Iraq, I'll just give you a basis, right? I'm not a line guy. You know, I'm not a trigger puller. Okay, that's not my job in the Army. But I've been with trigger pullers. Okay, and these guys, man, some of them, I'm sure that they've done some really crazy shit when I wasn't there. You know, on like missions that aren't for me. But you know, just missions I was there with them for. There were times, man, we were riding down like Route Irish in South Baghdad, and these guys were pissing in bottles, making it look like Kool-Aid, man. And they would throw it out to the kids, and these kids would be drinking U.S. Army soldiers' piss out of these bottles. Like, no joke. Some of these guys that go to Iraq and Afghanistan they're sick, man. They're fucking sick. It's funny as shit, in my opinion, but they're sick.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And some of the guys that come back, and it's because of their deployments before. You know, they just done this shit for so long. Like, I was in 4ID, man. Like, 4th Infantry Division, we've deployed every other year since 2004. And so, you're talking you know, however many years that is. I was only there for 2 of the deployments. I went to Iraq and Afghanistan for 12 months, but some of these guys have been there 4 and 5 times. And they're tired of it, dude. They're fucking sick of the people. They hate the local nationals. They're getting crazy.
They want
They've
to go
been blown
home,
up
man.
20, 30 times. You
They
know
want
what
to
I
go
mean?
home.
Exactly. I just want to fucking go home. I want to mount my woman. I want to go home. I want to be able to eat fucking cheeseburgers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just drives you crazy, dude.
Makes sense. But the thing is that Army is a good like basis to go for because
Your
there's a lot.
schooling is going to be way better than you could get from the Marine Corps.
Exactly. Since I want to do law enforcement, the reason I want to do law enforcement is because my entire life people have told me that I have always like I don't even remember half these things, but people have always told me that I'm always the first one to stop a problem or the first one to step in and solve something. And
You're
I don't
exactly what
remember
the
these
Army
things.
needs, man.
It's just what was it? Like the last day of school there was a fight and there's one guy like on top of another guy and he was pounding the guy's face and none of the teachers could reach him and I was right next to them. As soon as they started fighting, I jumped on the guy and like knocked his ass over so he couldn't hurt the guy. Cuz they were out for blood. I don't even remember what the argument was, but they
You're
were
like
out
a
for
hero,
blood.
man.
You the man. You the man.
So and
No, you need that's what's required of the Army, man. You got to be a natural born leader.
Where are you guys? There's a goblin down here and trash and everything in a pack.
What?
Who? Us one? Are we at you?
Yeah.
Okay.
On us.
Well, the next level. I mean,
Where is he?
he's right there, already porting.
I canceled it. He's
Sorry
running
about
up.
that. I'm down here though.
I'm trying to get to him. I can't. There's too much
His
shit going
minions are
on.
invulnerable. Kratos, this is an easy mob, man.
I'm trying to kill the Gabi.
Oh fuck! I didn't. Oh shit! My bad. I totally forgot about the goblin.
He's gone now.
Oh well, fuck it.
What, did the monk's minion spawn the goblin, or how did it go?
No, I just came down here and there was a pack right there, so I started kiting around and then there was a goblin right there.
you know, this is why I love this game because I love video games because they allow you to meet so many great people.
It's
Like-
true. I've met a lot of cool people playing
Yeah,
video
man.
games.
It's good shit. It's good shit. It's like fucking crack.
Oh.
And my mom
Alright.
gives me
I
shit
heard
all the
some
time about
silence
playing video games, but
Yeah, well, what you gonna do? They're parents.
she doesn't get that it's like me socializing as well. It's not me just like sitting in my room by myself, but whatever.
Pandora's getting drunk, man. That's what's happening right now. I just want to let you know.
I believe it.
You should refer to yourself in the third person.
We're almost there.
Oh look, vampiric fire chains electrified. Okay.
They're pretty bitchy.
Bring it on. This is weak sauce.
Oh, I'm out of potions. Oops.
Kratos. My man, what happened?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. You.
Dude, I got this illusionary hulking tomb pack. This is shit right here.
Man, I need some damage down here. Somebody.
I'm coming.
I'm 16k, bro. Somebody help me.
Somebody help me! I'm a monk.
Does anybody want to buy a storm shield?